head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets it out quickly, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's Mensah to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those choke plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Looking to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. Could be an alley. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that's a problem for the defense. On 4th down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of the gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. To the 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Throwing, Mensah. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Got a man. It's Richard. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Fakes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They send the tight end in motion. Try the right side with Brown. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
His feet at the 40. Snags it and he's open. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got some room entered at the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes like running back now runs through.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On the run, it's Martin. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this, this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Hurricanes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing, say it. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to move the stick with Brown. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Escapes the pressure going right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. He'll try to tack on one more. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Lofts one high and deep. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll be 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at her front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Saying he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Lost one deep down the right side. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect the ball.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on early.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, say it. Stepping to the right. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They go right back to him. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Again, it's Brown. There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And on 3rd and short right there, man, there's no bones about it. Like, you could tell this offense was going to run the football, try to be physical. They do, and they get their running back downhill, and he makes the play. Now sets him up in 1st and goal. And up here, guys, I would expect more of the same. Try to dominate the line of scrimmage, be physical, and run that ball in for 6.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he... A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mensa makes the catch. It's Jacobs.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give, running right, Brown. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's Sayin to throw. Under fire. Right on the money.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
To throw, it's Sayin. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Say it. The short hands, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Still running at the 35. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throw it, say it. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To the air, it's Sayin. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Sayin. Throwing right. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Pucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the time. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You've got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Miami.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Say it. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Fletcher. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And finally, we see a nice game. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the move, it's Fletcher.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Hand off for Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Works the middle of the field. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Mensah to throw. On target. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Hurricane. They move on top here in the 4th. The Hurricanes back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield.
Makes the grab in their space.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll go play action with Sayin. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Buckeye! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And coaches love having options late in the football game. They put a nice drive together.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Powers through. Touchdown, Canes! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Hurricanes back on top.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a late touchdown down in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Say it. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's Sayin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let him get behind him, and they knock the football to the ground.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Again, it's Sayin. He wants a big play here late. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been
site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Miami Hurricanes. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. And challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoffs next year. And that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys?
My thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Sooners will kick this away to get us going here. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. will hand it off. He's stopped for no gain. The defense swarming on the first play of the game.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Wow, Chris, they come out of the gate swinging, and like Mike Tyson said, this defense, you've got to plan until you get punched in the face. Well, consider that the first punch to the face. Beautiful throw by the quarterback and a huge gain for the offense. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
And they'll make the tackle, but it'll bring up fourth down. They are in field goal range.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, I think we were both surprised that they didn't go for this one. But, Chris, how about this kick? Long field goal, he goes out there and just drills it. Beautiful.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
To throw, it's Mateer. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Open field ahead. He heads out of bounds, but he's inside the 20 now.
This is exactly what's so impressive on film preparing for this team is to see the quarterback's speed. Look at his athleticism and explosiveness once he gets to the second level. You can tell that he is so comfortable running the football. This is a huge gain, an explosive run, and this isn't even a designed quarterback run. I tell you what, this is going to be a long day for this defense if this guy is going to be able to run loose like this on the outside.
Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
He's got it right near the end zone. Gets in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for some space. It's Fletcher.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Grab made by the tight end. Look out, who's got space ahead? They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
It's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, testing the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Grab near the sticks. It's Vaughn. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Trying the run, it's Fletcher. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up games like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it doesn't always have to be pretty, and it doesn't always have to be dominant. You just got to move the chains. We need first downs here as an offense. They're able to do that with a nice little run.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Got an opening here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. So the ball plays right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Mateer. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on 3rd and long. So now Miami will use their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. The pass rush closing in. He'll throw it now. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop.
What an opportunity they had right there to cut into this lead for the opposition, but now their defense has to go out there and blow up. The last thing you want to do is go down 2 possessions going into the locker room.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
It's a shotgun run call. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. After the extra point, the lead is now 17-7. Offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Back to pass. It's Mateer. The pressure's on. Swarmed by the pass rush. The sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Look at a pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made in space, look out. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
That is a massive score for this group and really creates a different game moving into the third quarter. You create that momentum with the score before half, that locker room just feels different at halftime.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Looks left and finds his target there. And he gets into the end zone. So 2 more points on the board just before halftime. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. On the ground, it's Fletcher. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Look out, he's breaking free.
It's a nice game, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays down the field. This quarterback is going to have to start taking some chances against this secondary.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. The Sooners looking to keep this drive rolling.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. And they're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
They'll run it to the left. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
It's a nice run, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Jukes to get free. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, this protection has been an issue all day long, and here again the quarterback is hit as he throws the football. He just has never been comfortable, and another incompletion for this offense.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Looking right, this one caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
This football incomplete and a turnover on downs. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense.
Boy, it's a frustrating situation. 4th down, you feel like you can connect there. The timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So a solid gain of 8 sets them up 2nd and 2, really opens up the offensive playbook here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The Canes pick up enough for a 1st down.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a 1st down.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a one-handed catch.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down short of that 1st down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. So they finally feed the elite wide receiver. He hasn't played a huge part in building this lead, Joe, but let's see if they look to him as they try to close it out.
And, Chris, not all contributions show up on the stat sheet. This defense has certainly been aware of this wide receiver and committed resources to try to slowing him down, which they've done, but that's allowed other areas of this offense to have success. Now, as the defense shifts back, I think he's going to have more of an opportunity in the next couple of series to create some of those catches.
As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stopped him, but it's a first down.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball's got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion. I really like the mindset of this quarterback. Take what the defense gives. You don't have to press the ball down the field all the time.
Leaning on the run game here. Trucks through the defender. Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation. And the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense. Great example of an offensive play caller putting the defense in conflict. And he's utilizing the RPO, the run-pass option, to do that. That's a good decision from the quarterback. The defense cannot be right. They defend the run, you throw the football. You defend the pass, you run it. And they're able to do it here for a first down. This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
Snags it with throw. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you knew down here near the goal line that the offense was going to try to target the tight end at some point. The defense was not ready for it. They've got to be aware of the big tight end near the goal line.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Sategna. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Oh, the pocket collapsing. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
This quarterback has been under duress all day long, and here it's much of the same. He's hit as he throws, creating the incompletion. They've got to shore up this protection.
A play action, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's got some space. Look out. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And the Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry up.
They have to keep this quarterback in the pocket. You can see the electric ability he has once he's able to break contain and get in the open field. He is electric. The speed, the athleticism, it is all there. So this rush has got to do a better job of keeping him inside of the pocket. Force him to throw it from the spot versus allowing him to get outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him.
I really love this decision by the quarterback because he doesn't force the ball down the field. He gets what he can get, and he creates a much more manageable third down. Now you've got a better chance to move the chains and convert on this next down than you otherwise would have being backed up.
He goes out of bounds. They'll spot it near the plus 45.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. That's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
Incompletion makes it second down. To the air, it's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment.
Chris, that's exactly...
Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Joel Klatt. Holly Rose on the sidelines experiencing the weather conditions today. Hey, Holly.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We'll see how the weather affects this game. Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. They're going to the air on the first play. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. No huddle now for the offense.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he threw it. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to consider yourself the 6th man in protection. And here against the blitz, the quarterback understands that there is a free blitzer. He's responsible for that defense.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It's so important as a quarterback that you understand the momentum of the game and the possession. And they're able to gain some yards on that last snap and then give it all back on this snap. This quarterback's got to do a better job understanding the situation and maintaining the momentum of the drive.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable 3rd down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
That is such a demoralizing play for a defense. They have done everything right, put themselves in a position where it's 4th and forever. You've got to get yourself off the field. You cannot allow this offense to take that risky of a play call and convert.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Touchdown, Miami. Adds 6 more points to the total.
Chris, anytime you've got these post routes built into the concept and you see quarters coverage with the safety down, that's the first read. It's an alert on the outside. As soon as that safety stays down, throw it up over the top. Beautiful read by the quarterback. That's a great throw and a touchdown for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky he didn't bring it all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Scanning the field, it's Sayan. Grab down the middle, it's Smith. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here comes the rush. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make him play, and they sack it. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup.
The mentality of a quarterback once you hit the red zone has to change, and taking a sack like that, you just don't want to do it. You're obviously putting yourself in a more
fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
You just can't make this type of a throw. He throws it up for grabs. Basically, it's like a punt, and you got to credit the defense. They are able to track the ball and get this thing for an interception. Beautiful job by them, but serious mistake from the quarterback.
clock is running. Last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got space. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ohio State. For the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan. And obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Makes the catch downfield. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Ohio State has the lead after 1. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. In the red area, it's Fletcher. Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I'll tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical. Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and now this offense has a decision to make. Do you stay on the ground, or do you try to throw this ball into the end zone?
Muscles in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
What a try from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position, you're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And the extra point was up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Opening play of the drive to throw to the left. They bring him down after a short gain there. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4. They pick up 6 on the first down pass. He'll hand it off. Got an opening here. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here. You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Fighting off the defender.
I really love what this offensive line is doing in these short yardage situations. It's 3rd and 1. They're able to win the line of scrimmage, and they move the chains. But remember, this happens because you build into 3rd down success by having successful plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's what this offense is doing right now.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. The shotgun running play call. He shreds the tackle. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. Handoff from the shotgun. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He got it. The field goal's good. And with that, they retake the lead. Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, that's a beautiful release by this wide receiver. Watch as he creates the space on the slant route, and now it's just about an accurate throw. And if you can frame this ball up and allow the wide receiver to run through the pass, now you're going to get some yards after the catch, which is exactly what happens. Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to pull it down and run. Oh, and he fumbles. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Chris, I can attest to this. As a quarterback, sometimes you're just trying to get out of bounds as quickly as you possibly can, and because of that, you're not thinking about ball security. Here, the ball pops loose, but lucky for him, it just goes out of bounds.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got a crease. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. A big chunk gain. More of the same for this offense. The defense still no answer for this running back.
Chris, I certainly thought that they were going to come up with some sort of answer to this run game at halftime, but it doesn't look like they've changed anything schematically. And if they're not going to change, don't change anything from a play call perspective. Keep feeding this back.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Sayin. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. The 10. Takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
The field position has to change your mentality as a quarterback. They're in field goal range, Chris, and he's got to make sure that he's conservative with the ball. If he feels like he's got 3 points in his pocket, he puts it in harm's way, and not only is it picked, but it's taken back for 6. What a return in the athleticism from this secondary.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. A completion makes it second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here comes the pressure. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that threat. Oh, it's another mistake from this quarterback as he's trying to get his team back in the game. That's costly, Joel.
So costly. Clearly trying to force it down the field, trying to get all of this back in one throw. But as we know, Chris, comebacks are like puzzles. It's one piece at a time. You can't get it all back with one throw. And if he continues to force it, he'll continue to make these mistakes.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line. A sack.
We always talk about a pass rusher having a great motor, and this is a great example of that on the edge. This defensive end, he didn't beat him right away, but it's just the effort to sustain the rush that ultimately gets home. Beautiful job right there, and a nice job by this secondary covering up those easy, quick throws.
He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now.
This is really basic stuff from this offense, but I got to tell you, it's hard to defend, in particular when you've got a wide receiver that has a good feel for the middle of the field. And this slot wide receiver, you can see as he works up vertically, and then he breaks across, just an easy in route, and now it's about the timing of the quarterback, and he puts the ball right on time for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And it's caught. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. The Buckeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. To throw, it's Sayan. On the move now. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself. Take a break for the quarter. It's Miami on top. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. There's the handoff. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump on top now here in the 4th. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Lyle. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's caught. It's Fletcher. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Canes come to the line to run the hurry-up. Now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Vaughn. He stopped short on that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Trying for a 4th down completion. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
That looked doomed from the start. Number 1, they're not even throwing this past the chains to begin with. Even if he catches it, which he clearly drops it as you said, he's not going to get the 1st down because the coverage is too good. That play was just a fail from the start.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Working clock with the ground game. He's got space. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So now Miami will use their first timeout. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Well, I know that the offense would love to take more time off the clock, but with only a 3-point lead, they've got to get this ball in the end zone. If they have to settle for a field goal, they'll only be up 6. I do not like that position for them and their defense. So they've got to get this ball into the end zone. It's not about the clock, it's about the touchdown.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their second timeout here. They've still got 1 more left to work with.
This is exactly what they desperately needed, is a big stop here on third and goal, and they're able to win up front to do it. Tremendous work by this front 7. They get into the backfield, create a negative play, and now a decision to make on the opposite side. It's fourth and goal. Do they kick it, or do they go for it?
Breaks the catch. Can he get in? No, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense. On fourth down, they get the football back here in this tight game.
That is an aggressive decision by this head coach. He's got the lead, and he goes for it on fourth down, but they come up short, and now the defense has got to react. They've got to go out there and get a stop.
So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Some hard running there through a tackle. On this winds up a safety.
I absolutely love the aggressive play call from this defense. You get down there right near the goal line. Why not be aggressive? They're able to blitz, get into the backfield, and create a safety.
We'll see what he can do with the return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's that defense shifting again. And there's the handoff. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
They're set up in such a great situation here, but as we've seen in previous years in the playoffs, remember the Indiana-Miami National Championship game, a false start can give hope to the opposing sideline. No pre-snap penalties. That's exactly what I would be communicating if I was the quarterback in that huddle down there.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the quarterback just kneels down. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.